Friday, January 31st. So you know what that means. It is time for the High Risk Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, coming in at the number 30 spot, Jeremy Pierce. Welcome one and all. And it's going down tomorrow, 6 p.m., the 2025 Royal Rumble. But before we get off of that, check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations 52 on Instagram, and of course the 215 on Twitter. Today's show, like I said, the 2025 Royal Rumble, baby. That's what's going down. We got 4 matches on the card. We're gonna talk about it because this is a very interesting Royal Rumble. But for now, you know what's next, so just go on and hit my music. You know how we do with these shows. The Royal Rumble is going down. But before we talk about the 2025 Rumble, we got to go back and look at the 2024 Royal Rumble. The show had 4 matches going down. And we opened up with the Women's Royal Rumble, which was won by Bayley, last eliminating Liv Morgan. This is back-to-back years. Liv Morgan has been the runner-up in the Royal Rumble. Also, I believe Liv has the second to longest time. Bayley and Naomi both have the record. Naomi entered at number 2, wouldn't it? She entered at number 2. Bayley entered at number 3. Naomi lasted an hour and 2 minutes. Bayley lasted an hour and 3 minutes. This was very, very good. Then we had the Fatal 4 rematch for the Undisputed Championship with Roman Reigns defending against AJ Styles, LA Knight, and Randy Orton. This was a fine match. It came together because everybody was coming for Roman, and these 3 had a beef. And then we had Kevin Owens losing to Logan Paul by DQ for the United States Championship. Don't remember this match. And then we had the Men's Royal Rumble, which Cody Rhodes won, going back-to-back years. He last eliminated CM Punk, the Iron Man, and that match was, let's see, Iron Man in that match was Jey Uso, who went 50 minutes and 55 seconds. Cody went 43 minutes. The funny thing about this Rumble was Jay and Jimmy started 1 and 2. We had Mello from NXT, Braun Breaker from NXT. It was pretty solid, but it was it was cool. We kind of knew what was going to go down. But let's dive into the 2025 Royal Rumble match. Once again, we got 4 matches going down. First up, we have the WWE Tag Team Championships, as DIY will be defending against the Motor City Machine Guns. Now, I know what these 4 men are all about. I do. And this is very, very easy. Let them go out there and be great. Give them 20-25 minutes. I don't care if you think that's too long. You let them go out there and put on a show. This story stems from DIY turning heel on their former friends, the Motor City Machine Guns, and stealing the WWE Tag Team Championships right from under their noses. And they've kind of been ducking them, scurrying away from them, using I was about to say Private Party, Pretty Deadly as their scapegoats, as their in-between, but that's not happening here. Motor City Machine Guns have earned another championship match, and this is going to be good. The question is, would you be so bold as to put the championships back on the Motor City Machine Guns? I am not so sure. DIY has had a good reign. Remember, they did not win at WrestleMania. That was Awesome Truth and A Town Down Under. But this looks like to be a phenomenal match. Just let the people go. Let them do their thing. I'm going to take DIY to win here and retain. Then we have the Undisputed WWE Championship being defended in a ladder match, as Cody Rhodes will be defending against Kevin Owens, as the Undisputed Championship and the Winged Eagle Championship will be suspended above the ring. The story has been drawn out, but I, like a lot of really true diehard wrestling fans, really want Kevin Owens to win this match and become champion. This stems from, well, Cody teaming up with Roman Reigns, and KO not liking that. You helped to put Roman Reigns back in power after literally beating him at WrestleMania. You decided to team with this guy, a guy that tormented me for 3 years, cost me multiple opportunities and championship matches. Randy intervened, and Randy got taken out with a package power driver. He dead. Randy's gone. And Cody didn't like that. And Cody tried to use this, thinking that, Kevin, you don't have any confidence in yourself. You don't see yourself as a star. You're jealous, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, that doesn't matter. Kevin Owens has been speaking truth to fact for months. He even had a Zapruder film breaking down 3 times where Roman has caused KO championships, and yet Cody still has decided to go against Kevin Owens. KO is not listen, everybody. Kevin Owens is not the bad guy here. He just isn't. He's not the bad guy. Don't think he's the bad guy. He's not. Okay? Kevin Owens should win this championship match. Like, sometimes the WWE doesn't go with the hot hand. Case in point, when they were establishing the World Heavyweight Championship and Seth Rollins was feuding with Shinsuke Nakamura, Shinsuke was whooping Seth's ass, top to bottom, left to right. You could have pulled the trigger, gave Shinsuke a 4-month reign, have Seth go with, especially after the Last Man Standing match. You could have had Seth lose, take time away. Shinsuke could have had 2-3 title defenses, built up a new challenger, and then Seth could have came back, got the championship at the Royal Rumble, maybe have a rematch before the Chamber, and then still go on to defend against Drew McIntyre while elevating Shinsuke Nakamura. You could have done that, but they chose not to. Same thing here. I, along with a lot of people, truly believe Kevin Owens was going to win that Saturday night's main event. But alas, here we are. And when this match got announced, it would be 5 weeks between the announcement and this match. This is going to be a really good match. This is going to be a great match. And KO, again, is telling the truth. Like, come on. It's so weird to see fans think that the bad guys are the bad guys when KO and Liv and Raquel and the New Day are all telling the truth. They're not wrong. And ever since Roman Reigns won Bloodline Rules, he has not been on TV. But guess who has? Solo. Jacob. So what are we doing here? Kevin Owens should win this match. He's been carrying around the Winged Eagle Championship, which I'm in the minority. I don't think it's a great looking championship. I know it's iconic. And he's been calling himself the real champion. But he's going to lose because WWE likes to heat up people and then have them lose. They did it with Shinsuke. They did it with Samoa Joe. And now they're doing it with Kevin Owens. So where does he pivot? Because listen, he outright admitted that he was going to forgive Sami Zayn. So why would they have a match? Probably KO versus Randy at WrestleMania. But take Cody Rhodes to win this match. Next up, we have let's go with the Women's Royal Rumble match. The announced participants we have so far are Nia Jax, Bayley, Charlotte Flair, Naomi, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Lara Valkyria, Ivy Nile, and Io Sky. There are definitely going to be some other women involved. Obviously, you got to fill out the field. So when you break down the Royal Rumble, right, you got to break it down to who has the best opportunity at winning. That's for either Royal Rumble, right? And the thing is, WWE rarely does World Championship changes between the Rumble and WrestleMania. And I think that's absolutely stupid. because you're making the road to WrestleMania super predictable. Like, why would I win the Royal Rumble and then announce who I'm going to face with? So you're telling me that the champion is not going to lose. So our current WWE champion is Tiffany Stratton, and our current world women's world champion is Rhea Ripley. So if we go into the thinking that neither one of them lose the championships, we can break down the field as follows, right? The women they announced have been very specific. So Lyra has no shot because she's the Intercontinental champion, right? Ivy now has no shot. Everybody else they've announced so far has a shot at winning. So let's break it down to who could potentially challenge the women's world champion, Rhea Ripley, right? It won't be Nia. They've already had 2 title matches. Nia and Rhea won both of those, right? It won't be Bayley. I could see her getting a rematch with Io now that they're both on Raw. It won't be Naomi. It could be Liv, rematch for the Revenge Tour, but I don't think they would go to that so soon. And Bianca Belair. They are holding on to this Bianca Rhea Ripley match. They really are. They're not giving it to us. And I understand why. That's a big money match, but at some point you've got to give us that match, right? You have to give us Rhea and Bianca. Now, another name who's not here, but I think will be in the match, is Becky Lynch. I don't think Becky Lynch is winning. I don't think we're going to get any rematches when it comes to Rhea. So no Nia, no Charlotte, no Becky, no Liv. I want to say Bianca because it's the match that we want, but there's the whole who attacked Jade Cargill angle. So I think that's where she goes for WrestleMania. So if I don't see any of these women challenging Rhea, who's challenging Charlotte, won't be Nia. It could be Bayley. We haven't had many Bayley. I mean, who's challenging Tiffany Stratton? We haven't had many. We've had Bayley, Tiffany Stratton, right? We've had that match. Nia is vying for revenge, but will they really go to that match at WrestleMania? It sucks. I just think the Women's Royal Rumble comes down to 2 women. Charlotte Flair and their newest signing, Jordynne Grace. So, I don't want Charlotte Flair to win this Royal Rumble. I don't want Charlotte Flair back. Because you know what's going to happen. She's going to come back. She's going to give a championship match. She's going to win the championship. She's going to bury talent. She's going to go away. Watch for it to repeat. There is money in Charlotte versus Tiffany. But you can hold off into that. Maybe till SummerSlam. Jordynne Grace versus Rhea Ripley sounds excellent. Jordynne Grace, Rhea Ripley is a match I want. The WWE doesn't have many horses on their main roster, right? They've got Rhea, Bianca, Jade, Nia, Piper, right? Kind of need a new horse. And look at all the women I named. Most of them are on SmackDown. Rhea's on Raw. So, I'm not going to confidently make this pick, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Jordynne Grace wins the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble. I like it. You love it. It's the match that they should do, and they should establish Jordynne Grace right off the bat. Now, the men's match is a little more open, right? Because look at who's been announced. LA Knight, Cena, Punk, Jay, Roman, Seth, Drew, Ray, Sammy, Shinsuke, Logan, Penta, Gable, Breaker, Mello. It's a nice list, right? And there's going to be a winner I don't like here. So the men's match is just a little bit more open, and I don't think. So here's the thing: I don't think the winner of the men's Royal Rumble match is challenging Gunther. Right? Once we fill out the field, I don't think the winner's challenging Gunther. I think Gunther's challenger will come from the Elimination Chamber. So, who has a shot? Who truly has a shot? WWE doesn't have newcomers. They don't make new stars with the Rumble anymore. Like, Carmelo Hayes is not winning the Royal Rumble. Braun Breaker isn't winning the Royal Rumble. So it comes down to Cena, Punk, Jay, Roman, Seth, Drew, Ray, Sammy. That's who it's coming down to. I don't think you can throw Damian Priest in there, because I'm pretty sure he'll be in the Rumble. You can throw Damian Priest in there. Where's the most intriguing story? So if the winner doesn't challenge Gunther, everyone's challenging Cody. And those are all good matchups. Cena, Punk, Jay, Roman, Seth, Drew, Ray, Sammy, and Damian Priest. I don't think Damian Priest is winning the Royal Rumble, so let's just knock him out. Cena's the intriguing guy here just because we want him to win number 17. I just don't like, how does a Cena Cody match sound? Also, you know my thoughts about Cena in the Royal Rumble. Go check out last week's episode of the High Risk Wrestling Podcast. Go check that out. This is tough because they honestly they've really truly boiled down the Rumble to a handful of people: Cena, Punk, Seth, Drew. That's it. Those are the people that really truly have a shot at winning. So Cena, Punk, Seth, Drew. I don't think Cena's winning, so that leaves it to Seth, Drew, Punk. And these three have been throwing shots and barbs at each other. And the wild card here is Sami Zayn. Sami's got to start looking out for himself. And remember, when we're talking about the ladder match, which I didn't mention, KO asked Sami, I know you do the right thing because we're friends and I forgive you. I should have talked about that in the match, but I digress. As much as I dislike the decision, I genuinely believe CM Punk's going to win the Royal Rumble. He was supposed to get the world title match last year against Seth. Now, but here's the thing. They could run it back, Seth versus Punk. But I don't think they'll do that. I don't think they'll go for that. I think. See, here's the thing. There's so many top talent on the men and women's roster that you have to get everybody on the WrestleMania card. So picking Punk to win is tough, but I think I'm gonna stick to my guns here and take CM Punk to win the men's Royal Rumble. So one more time, I got DIY defeating the Motor City Machine Guns to retain the tag team championships. And this is a 2 out of 3 falls match, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to mention that. I got Kevin Owens defeating Kevin Owens. I have Cody Rhodes defeating Kevin Owens to retain the Undisputed WWE Championship in a ladder match. I have Jordan Grace winning the Women's Royal Rumble. And I have CM Punk winning the Men's Royal Rumble. But that is our show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Everybody, I greatly appreciate it. Check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations 52 on Instagram, and of course the 215 on Twitter. Look what we got coming on the screen, what we got coming up. February should be up by the end of the weekend. But, you know, it's time. And don't forget, it starts at 6 p.m., ladies and gentlemen, the Royal Rumble. It's a little bit weird. But I'll see you when I see you. Peace.